a really good domain, branded logo, and how I found it and why I think it's a good product to run right now. What is up, guys? Coming back at you with another video. So here in this video, it's actually going to be a case study. We were going to continue on the Shopify store from my last video. This would have been part 2. But what actually happened is this, and I cannot log into my account. So I don't really feel like contacting Shopify. I did not put any of my payment information, so I will not be charged with the free 90-day trial on the last Shopify store. But I'm actually excited, guys, because I have done more research and I have found another product. I think it's going to be better long term. Piggyback off that pandemic just a little bit. The store, a really good domain, branded logo, and how I found it and why I think it's a good product to run right now. So make sure you stick around to the end. So let's get to the point. Let's just get into my computer. Okay, guys, so here we are on my computer on the Shopify store that I wasn't able to log into last night, but now it let me log in for some reason. There was some kind of glitch. Now I'm able to log in, but I still am planning on changing up and running the other product that I wanted to test. So just a refresher, this is the logo and stuff that we started from the last from the other video. So what I want to go through first is when you are creating a Shopify store or getting into e-commerce, anything that you want to do online, it's kind of hard to stay on track. So you get shiny ball syndrome, shiny object syndrome, whatever they call it, multiple different things. So you want to just really focus and stay on one path. First of all, that's one of the hardest things to do when you're doing all this stuff online, is to stay on track. So what you want to do is really think of a niche or a product that you really want to pursue and try to be passionate and really want to give value with that product out to the world. And sometimes they say, well, maybe I should get into something that I like, or not necessarily, unless there's very good chances of you. It's just whatever you really want to do, you'll find it. Whether it's the first thing or the hundredth thing, you'll find it. It just takes time. E-commerce, I found it, and I think this is what I really want to pursue. I've tested multiple other things, and I do plan on doing multiple other things, but I want to make the e-commerce thing the biggest out of all the things I want to do. So that being said, so when you're picking a name, you just really think, okay, I don't want to change my name again. I don't want to go, this is my first Shopify store. You want to, because I bought like 6 domains already, and I only use like one of them. And yeah, I use like 2 of them, but I used one of them mainly, and now I'm gonna get another one for this other store, because there is a free 90-day trial if you haven't seen it. So now Shopify has a free 90-day trial right now. I recommend jumping in and trying to do that. It does say right here. So yeah. So it says it right here in small letters and up top. Due to the impact of COVID-19, Shopify offering an extended 90-day free trial. So in my last video, I did go through that, so I'm not going to go too far in depth with that again. I'll throw up a card right here if you guys want to see the other video. I went through setting up Debutify, which is a really good theme. If you guys know Ricky Hayes, he's a pretty good dropshipper guru, I guess. I almost feel like it's his, but it's probably not. I don't know. I know it's a successful dropshipper store or app, and so, which is kind of good because it's made by a marketer for marketers. So that's a really good thing to have right there, and it's just built to make sales. So just having that in mind, having Debutify, and there's many integrations within it, so it makes it easier, so you don't have to have so many apps on your store, and oh, I need this app and that app, and so like when you start to scale, you can just upgrade and you don't have to worry and just worry about one app on your store. Maybe one more, or you know, you might need one or two more, but you don't need 10 of them. So that's something to consider. And back to the starting a brand name, you can use like something like Squarespace, and this is just to like claim a domain, and you know, you can type in hair curl, and it'll tell you like if it's available, and .com's not available. And it works just like GoDaddy, Google domains. They all work the same. Some of them are way more expensive, probably like Squarespace is more expensive. There's some that are outrageous, and people actually sell domains on these hosting platforms. So you could actually buy a domain and sell it if you wanted to. If you find a really good domain that somebody wants, people pay up to hundreds of thousands of dollars for them. Big brands, big investors. That's going off a little topic there. But if you really want to build a name and you are having trouble coming up with a name for your store or your brand, here is a search tool for, it's called Lean Domain Search. You can look for anything with a certain name within it. So like, say you want dog in your domain, but this is just a name search. It's not a domain search. You will have to take this out and put it into a domain search to see if it's available for a .com. I don't recommend any like .net or anything like that. So like here, I typed in dog investor, dog vector, consult, just random names that come with dog. And so you could put cat. You could put two names and it'll combine other names with more names. There's different ways you can search by length and alphabet, and you'll just have to go through it. I don't want to get too far into it, but it's an awesome tool if you're stuck with a name and you really want a good name. So that's that. And another thing guys to keep in mind is the USPTO, the United States Patent Trade Office. This, you can actually type in your trademarks and search to see if somebody has trademarked a certain name, and it's not necessary, but if you're building a big brand, I'd hit search there, and then you can hit search or just search the database. But just so you guys know, like, if you're gonna actually build a big brand or something, and you want to own that name, you know. So you don't want to get something that has Nike inside of it, which you're not gonna end up doing that. And if you could probably somehow get in trouble, who knows. But the domain don't matter as much as the brand name. Like, if you actually brand a name on something, but like I said, you want your brand and your domain to be pretty much the same, like similar. Doesn't have to be, it's just I would recommend that. But like this, you could type in Nike, and look, they have 168 records, and they're all live. Well, most of them are live, which means if they're live, then they're live trademarks. And Nike has a ton of trademarks because they have multiple products, multiple different things that they trademarked. So, and if I go back, let's see, and if I search like something like what I want to do, what the name that I picked out already, which I think is a really good name for the product that I'm going to be running. Flint Flicker. Flint Flicker is a good name, I think, for the product that I'm going to be running. It's kind of an eye-catchy name. So, and this is what you want, because this means there's nothing on that name. Nobody's patented anything close to it, even with the one word in it. Well, I mean, it has to be a combined word, but so yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. You don't have to do this, but it's just something that I like to do, and it only takes a few seconds. So, so with that being said, I'm gonna change my name. So what I like to do is I actually like to buy the domains within Shopify. They are actually easier and better. You don't have to transfer them. You don't have to. You only pay maybe like $3 more within Shopify. It's not worth the hassle. If it's only $3, just pay the $3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where you get your domains. In my last video, I already showed you guys how to set up the like the legal pages, stuff like that. You still got to embed or put them in your footer. That way they're compliant with Facebook. They got to be in your footer when you're advertising to Facebook, and it looks better just to have them there. So if you want to search for a domain within Shopify, go to domains right here under online store, and you'll see your generic one that you get with Shopify, your standard one. You just click up here, buy new domain, and then it's just like any of those other domain search engines. It works the exact same. So if I want Flint Flicker, and you see it's available. That's awesome. I like that. And I even checked, this one's available also, Flint Flick. So if I build my first one up, I might buy another one just like this. Maybe, I don't know. If not, one of you guys can have it if I don't buy it before you. So yeah, and like it'll tell you just like the other ones if it's not available, you know. Snow, so unavailable. So just anything that, you know, that's not available, it'll tell you, and then you just click buy. you'll just go, so you'll just buy it, and you'll just add your credit card information, which I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it right now because there's no point in going through that process. So I'm going to jump to the next thing, guys. So now it's the product and why I want to sell this product and why I think it's a good time for this product in the market. And so I'm going to show you guys where I found this product. So I found this product on DropPoint. I pay $5 a month for DropPoint, which is not much at all. So you can find tons of products on here, and you can find them on Facebook too. You know, you just go into somebody's store and add the product to your cart and then just abandon the cart, and Facebook, you'll trigger the purchase pixel, and Facebook will actually categorize your account as a online shopper on Facebook, and that's awesome. So so here's the ad and it'll just keep showing you more ads the more you do it. You don't want to do it too much, and you know, here's the ad that I found on DropPoint. It's a lot easier if you do this on DropPoint, because then you got tons of ads, different, you can see everything on here. There's a lot of there's Ecom Hunt, there's paid ones like that are way more expensive, and they do video ads for you. They do other things, but I plan on doing all my video ads and stuff. So guys, this product was at 5.2 million 3 days ago. So just in 3 days they gained over 1 million views. I don't know how, it's crazy. And it's also something that I like, and I would be kind of passionate to sell it, and I wouldn't mind buying a bunch of stock, and if they don't sell, then I'd have a bunch of stock of, you know, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just saying, like, these are awesome. Like, you could sell these around town or to your friends and people would buy them anyway. But this is what I'm gonna try to sell, and I'm gonna try to brand it so good that, you know, I'm gonna try to dominate this market. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but I'm gonna test it. I have to test it first. Not all products are gonna work for everybody, but so I want to show you guys a little bit about the store. Let's go to, so their Facebook name is different from their actual store name. Keychain Flint Fire Starter is their Facebook name, and this is ads library. So, and look at, guys, this page was created in March 28th, less than a month ago. So in less than a month, they've already got over 6 million views in less than a month. There's no way that they could have done it any other way, because it's off this page. And look at, they have 75 ads, different ad sets running. They only got 4 ads, but within those 4 ads, they got different ad sets. So it counts them all as results over here on the left corner there. So yeah, and they're all the same. So, which is good. I mean, that's awesome. I think it's going to be a good product to run. And their oldest ad is only like 10 days old, and so they actually, you know, it's crazy. So they actually started this page, and they already got 9,980 likes just on this page. It's a super simple ad, very easy to make. So that's another reason I can just always create different ads, like even lighting a birthday cake, camping or fishing. It's good for right now too, as like a survival, you know, for this pandemic craziness that's going on. Let's go to their store because I want to show you guys their store. Okay guys, so here's the landing page. It's called Marley's. It's not even a cool name, especially for this product, but and like I said, your name doesn't really matter that much, but if you want to build a long-term brand out of something, then I would go with a good name. And it also helps with conversions and other things, you know, like people just, if they see a good name, they see a good offer, they see the good story, the hook and all that, then you're in, guys. You're gonna make some money. Now we're gonna be creating a logo. So basically you just go to Canva to create a logo. That's also in my other video, but I'm gonna be creating a different one. I might just be going through all this really quick. Like I said, you can create a logo with Canva, Photoshop, or get someone to make you one on Fiverr for $5 to even a couple $100. I mean, but I wouldn't pay for a logo. I wouldn't even pay $5 for one now. Now that I've learned how easy it is to make one and how I can just, you know, change it up if I want a different one. So just click logos in Canva, canva.com. It is $12.99 for a pro, and it's free for just a regular. So it is a free tool. It's just you're limited to a certain amount of the features on it. But even a free one, you can do so much with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be creating a logo. So let's see. I'm gonna move me. It's kind of rough. So okay, so here we are in Canva, and here's your template for the logo, and you can also get free images on here. There's tons of free stuff you can do. I think a text logo is good too, like even like the one that they've been working really well. You don't need anything crazy. I think I'm gonna do something like with fire, or since and you can use like these elements, so fire, and then just type that in, and then you get all these elements. And if you're pro, which is the $12.99, which there's another one above this, but all you need is even a free one. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Like you can, so just click on it, or if you want a full one, then you just bring it and it'll cover the whole thing. Like it'll give you its full size. But just click on it, and then you can drag it however you want, move it, twist it, the standard text up here, and then you can always change the font and all that, and the typography. And you can just drag it so you can space it if you want. So your logo, you're gonna want to go to customize, and then you're gonna end up I'm gonna replace that one with, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So, okay, so you'll go to header, and then you'll basically drop that logo into right here, and that'll be for this one, which is your PNG, and then I'll drop it into this other one, which is for when you scroll down, it's the header bar that goes down with it. Well, that's mainly with, it comes with the theme that we have, and always hit save. You'll end up having to go back and do everything if you don't. Just after you do each step, always save it. Trust me, you want to save it. You want to have to go back and do everything. And then I would recommend keeping your logo height where it's at. You can adjust it, and you'll want to always optimize everything for, see, it's a little small. I'll have to go back and fix it, but I don't want to do that right now for this video because it's already going to be too long. So, but you'll just go back in Canva and fix it or resize it. Super easy. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go to our next. We'll be fixing this, and then we'll be going, this is what we're going to put is the picture, and then you don't even need a shop button. If you want to, you can keep it you could always just remove it later. It's just going to redirect to most likely your home page. It's not going to do anything. If you want to get rid of it, you can, let's see, so I think it's on another page, but for now let's just oh no, it's right here. So this is where this image will go for this back image, and if you want to get an image for that, just go to Unsplash, or there's also Pixels, and they're both royalty-free images. I typed in camping because it was kind of towards the niche. I like Unsplash because they don't actually ask you to sign in, and you can just take the picture. I think I'm just going to choose this one. So it just downloads, and then we'll go to Tiny PNG, which is a compressor, and you always want to compress all your images, because then if you don't compress your images or your videos, your site will run really slow. Not super slow unless you got a ton, but you want to compress as many as you can if you have time. I've done it without, and it still runs okay. It's taken a while to compress, and you see the last one I compressed, it was 1.7 to 391 kilobytes from megabytes. So, and then it'll just say you want to download it, and it'll re-download. Got it here. And then let's go back to that, and then just drag and drop, or you can select it. Oh, so it's saying it's too big. So let's go back to, I don't think that one's going to work. And you can use a product image, so we might have to do that. So let's just go to import our product right now. That way we can get images. So if you guys ain't familiar with Oberlo, you have to download the extension. In my last video I showed you guys how. So basically, and I like to sort from orders because you want to get the best supplier. So orders, and the most orders a supplier has, the better they are. And then I sort from United States. So these are all the United States suppliers and the most orders. And I want to go with this product, which I'm probably going to do them all. Eventually I'm going to test them all, or even together. I'll have to do the testing, but for now let's just import this one, even though it doesn't have very many orders, and this might not be the supplier I go with. It's because we're not logged. Okay, so you'll just have to log in. We have to log into Oberlo, so we'll have to go back to this and go to apps, and it automatically logs you into Oberlo once you just click on here. So that just has to be open. So this Oberlo has to be open. You have to be logged into AliExpress, and then you should be able to import those products. So let's do this sorting again. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'm just going to import this one. Okay, see? So you'll get the green check and it'll be good to go. It's in Oberlo. And then what you do is you go to Oberlo and you start to go to My Products. The import list, because that one's from the last video. Okay, and then so you go to product, you'll see everything here. Your title, you're going to want to break that down right away. And then you can optimize it later. So we'll put, let's see, wallet, fire, plant, lighter, keychain, just for now, and then maybe we can optimize it, but that's a decent name. It automatically saves it, so it should be good. And then I don't really mess with anything else down here, so you could always just for tags, and you can you'll get it. And then this is a description. And then you can we'll write out the description later, but we can just put something for now. We'll just put like off. I'm not going to try to copyright right now, so we'll do that later, and then we'll get it. Show you guys the finished product. And you can go to other pages, like I'll have to go to Marley's website or other websites, and basically I could copy and paste and then edit it how I want to do it and make it even a better sales page. So right here it's got your shipping and your China. So what I would do on this, because it's got it's got your profit right here on the price it would be. So what I do is I always bump this compared price up. So we'll do like $36, or even like, yeah, we'll do 39. $97. And then what we're going to sell it for is, and these are just different suppliers, I believe. They might be two different SKUs. We'll have to check on the Shopify when it transfers over. So we can put like, I'm going to end up trying to sell this for about 26 bucks or something like that, 20 or even 29.97. Could put that for now. And then have to move me real quick. No, we don't. It saves automatically, so I thought there was a save button, but we don't need to. So there's your price. Let's go up and check the images. Okay, so you get all these images with it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, you have to select them, otherwise they won't transfer over to your store. Just select all of them. Maybe not all of them, but all the good ones. No Chinese writing, nothing with that. So we'll just undo that one. Some of these we can edit, but there's no point for duplicates. So we won't do that. Okay, so let's just import those. Import the whole thing we just edited, importing straight to Shopify. And now we are, okay, let's go to, okay, we still got to do that, but remember we wanted our image to be better for our homepage instead of just a, I mean, if you find one on Pixel or Unsplash, then good for you. And they're always there. There's tons of different ones. But I just wanted to get the product over anyway. So let's just go to, we'll edit that picture later. Once we got the product or pictures. Okay. So let's grab this one. And once they're in your Shopify store, you can download them onto your computer. If you try to download them from the listing on AliExpress, it's not going to let you. You have to actually import them. It'll download as like a web file, and you'll have to go through trouble to make it converted. So I wouldn't recommend doing it that way. Why did we only get one picture? Okay, so let's just grab this picture. And we can download it right here. So there we go. We downloaded it here. So now we can close that. And then we'll go to Canva. And you can pick website as a template. Remember guys, this is all free, what you're doing here. So you don't need the paid tool for, you just, and then go to uploads. Let me close this out. And you're gonna upload, okay, I got rid of the bar. So go to download. Okay. So it's going to upload the picture onto your uploads on Canva. And you'll be able to just drop it over. And I'll show you guys how to get rid of this. It'll be super easy. So let's just do that right now. So actually, no, we gotta stretch it out first. So that way because you don't want it too big, because then it's gonna get cut off. So what we're gonna have to do is, it's not even on there anymore, but I'm gonna duplicate it just so we got rid of that already. But here, let's just drag that up. Okay, and that's like pretty centered too, so that way it'll be in the middle of our, and then let's duplicate that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do to cover the rest. You could piece it together, and it might be harder to do that, but what we can do is we can do something else to fix that. And you could have covered the logo just like that too, like this, you know, as long as you make it look somewhat decent, like that, you know. And you'd have to play with it, but we're not going to do it that way. What I'm thinking we might do, so we got our picture, right? Just because this is going to be faster too. I can't find the middle anymore. Not a big deal. Let's just put it there. And then let's go to backgrounds right here on their sidebar. And we're going to pick a background. I kind of just want like a black one. Don't really want to. Let's do this one. See, that looks pretty good. So let's just do that. And that'll be good. Okay, so let's download that. No PNG. We don't need that PNG'd. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go back. And then make sure you add this to your home page. This is where we are in your product page right now. Or, yeah, your products. And that will add it to your home page. So we're going to go to online store again. And then go to customize. Okay, now our area where we put the picture, let's just drag and drop. Remember, you want to optimize towards mobile. That looks pretty good. We gotta change the text, or you can just take it out so you don't have to write a story. Not even a lot of people go to your homepage. Landing page is your product page. So for time's sake, so for these guys, I recommend going down and featured content, you don't need it. Featured products, if you have more products, then you can use it, but for your first product that you're going to test, you don't really need it. And then your collection list, you don't need it. So for this one, I'm only going to need a product page. And also, you can shrink this image down too if it's too much. I'll leave that right now, but it'll be under the other page, just because it is kind of long. But so on this one, you need to go to featured product and select a product, and it'll be the flint lighter. And then let's see, you'll want to change your colors also. So see, there's the product. We could change, I don't know if the, okay, so there, and we'll edit that later, just through Canva, the product page. And so it does look like we got different images. I don't know why it wasn't showing. We might have to go back and check them, but there is other images here, as we see. So we got all our other images. Awesome. Okay, so you don't want this color, the default color that comes with Debutify. So we are going to change that right now. I'm going to go to theme settings, and let's just save that so we have our so we'll go to colors, and then so you got buttons and your buy buttons. I'd recommend maybe your buy button be a certain color, like green, or something that matches your website and looks good, but it also pops out and makes people say, oh, there's the buy button, let's buy this, like green or red, or I don't know about red so much, but it is an eye-catching color. Let's change, so you just click on them, and then you go to, for buttons, we'll just do, I think I do want to do a green color for this store, because it is kind of campy color, a green color, and it be good for the buy button. So I do like green, kind of like a darker green or something, or even like maybe not too dark. Like that. That's a cool color. And then it'll save your colors. So for your next buttons, we'll have to take the China one off of our product page. Don't have to, but if you want to make a good product page, then yeah, you're going to want to do that. So there's our button, your sales tag. I'd do a red one. I wouldn't do a green one. That would be a weird color for, it'd just be too much green on that. So, and then this is your links and accents. So you want this, do these the same color. And it saves your colors, so just hit the colors again for the ones you chose recently. Typography, I would recommend just whatever fits with your brand. Don't do too many fonts, with 2 at the most with your whole website. So that's the font for that one. Just stick with that one for now. If I do change it, it's not going to be much different from that one that I have on there now. Okay, so let's save that. We're good, we saved it. Okay. Now you're going to want to go to your checkout and also put your banner in there, or your logo for your checkout page. Okay, save that. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting background images or anything like that. And then your accents for your checkout. This is really important, guys, because when they see it incongruent and they're about to check out and they see different colors, they will be skeptical and maybe turn back. So I recommend doing black or the color of your store, like the green buy buttons, or I might just do black for these. I think that's a good color for those. And the buttons, we could just stick with green on the buttons. Okay. Errors, leave the errors red. I think that's pretty self-explanatory there for errors. Now we're gonna go to favicon, and you could use your logo image, but I recommend making a favicon. We'll just put our image. You want at least something in there. You don't have to, but it's recommended. But I like this one. I would just go back and make it a separate logo for the favicon, and it'd probably just be the fire, no text or nothing, just larger fire. And then you'll see a favicon. A favicon is when you type in like Amazon or any other big website, it's a little logo that goes with the up on where your search bar is. Okay, we got all those. You could look into more of the other stuff. I'm just trying to get through this fast. So for the footer section, guys, your footer is right here, and you can put like about us, or like you can start off, and then you can put your logo again. You can do that so you have it in there, and then you'd put like your email address, your phone number. If you don't want a phone number, just delete it. We do have one, but I'm not going to fill it out yet. And for this, for the email address, you can go into your Shopify domain where it says domain settings, and you'll find it in there. And so we'd have to go back and paste that in there. For your text, you can put like it tells you share your store details, promotions, brands, other things. So you can also just put flick to your fire, campfire. Okay. We can optimize this better later too. I'll have to go in and make everything sound better. You'll want to put your legal pages in here into your footer. For about us, what I would do is I would put our story, and then you'll want to paste your email here. So it should be info at it's the name of your store, Flint Flicker. Info at flintflicker.com. Okay, we'll save that. Subscribe to win prizes or something. You could put something like that. Win monthly prizes. Okay. And then for the sentence on that, I'm not going to put anything right now for that. I probably won't, even if I run the store. You have to have your legal pages at your footer for to be able to run Facebook ads. Otherwise, your ads might never get approved. We have to go to pages, and then we're going to add a page. Okay. So so for that, we'll have to go to settings. We'll have to go to legal pages, and you basically just copy and paste your legal pages. It'll auto populate a template. You'll just have to go in and change it as we you just read over it and change what you don't like about it and what you want to implement on your store. And you'll have to make sure that because it's only to certain policy, so which is like a standard policy, which is I would recommend using it and just filling in where it says like fill your site, and you don't want to leave it blank like that. Like insert description of other types of tracking technologies used. And this is the privacy policy. So you want to just go in and fill all that out. But I'm going to show you how to do one page on your. So we'll just copy this, copy, and then we'll go back to online store, and then pages, and then add a page. And like I said, guys, just I think I can't remember what page that was, but it was. I gotta refix it anyway. But make sure it's the right page, because it wasn't the privacy policy. But we're gonna paste it anyway, just so we have it here, and I'm showing you guys how to do it. So I believe this page was the shipping policy. I think shipping or no, it's returns. So we'll save that, just so we could have put returns on that, but I'm trying to go fast, guys. Stick with me here. If you are getting any value, please give me a like on this video, because obviously I'm new to the game on YouTube. Now we're going to go to navigations, and we're going to go to footer menu. And your store will never go live without you hitting this. So you have to disable the whole store. Don't recommend doing it until you're ready to go. Once you checked everything, and you want to make sure you really, and then we're make sure you really just check everything, guys. Like, there's no rush to go out and make a bunch of money. This is going to take you time. So name it. And then it should be in here now. Now that we made it, it should be in policies. No. Okay, so it's not in policies. Then it's got to have its own page. Pages, go to pages, and then privacy policy. There we go. It's been a minute since I did that. So now we have a page, and then now you can actually go look at your store, or hit the I to look at your store, and then here's our website right here, like in full, and you see the privacy policy right here. So it's imported, and you'll just have to do all of them. You'll have to do the returns policy, all your policies that are required basically by law. I'd recommend running with both of these. That way you have a PayPal and a Shopify payments. This is very important, guys, because people will not be able to order from your store if you don't figure this part out. And that's pretty important. So when you want to set up your account, you'll have to put in your payment information for your card so you can get paid, and so people can buy your product and it can get transferred into your account. So what you want to do is just you'll hit this, and it'll show you how to put your credit card in. I'm sure you know how to fill your own information out. You will probably need a routing number and for your check and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go too far into that because you guys can fill your, but like I said, I recommend PayPal and Shopify payments both, because if somebody doesn't have one or the other, then they're not going to buy from your store. So recommended. And then it was the shipping that we need to fill out. Okay, we need to manage the rates. So if you're doing free shipping, let's see, this just looks different from, okay, yeah, this is right though. They must have changed what it looks like, but what you can do is, like, a standard shipping, $50 and up is free, and if you want to edit that, and this would be for like the US, and then here's the rest of the world, and you can separate those. So the US is free and the rest of the world is paid, like they have to pay for shipping. And you can charge up to however much you want. You would just do it like this. So basically the US one is a standard shipping, right? So, and you can put expedited or standard, like it's up to you what you want to name it. And then the price, and then the free shipping this would be 0, right? So down here you would put $50 is the minimum price, and then they would get it for free. So based on order price, if they don't pay more than $50, then they're automatically going to get charged for shipping. You can even change this to free if you wanted to do everything free. So you would change this to 0, the 50, and then your whole store free for anything they buy, and you don't have to worry about subtracting or adding those numbers, or any worries about that. So that's really important, guys. This and the payment are super important, and I recommend maybe trying to order from your store once you got everything set up and make sure everything's working good. You don't really want to run and pay money for people not to be able to buy, which you can still fix in the process, but just so you know, it's better to make sure everything's going to go right. And you don't really need to use any of this other stuff unless you're shipping out of your own house. You need labels, etc., etc. Not going to go far into that either. So I think I covered quite a bit, guys. I think I covered as much as we can. For our next video, we will probably just have the whole store ready, and then we'll be doing the ads part of it, however much money we end up making. We might give this store away, systemize everything, have a VA fulfilling the orders, and totally give it to somebody. We'll see how that goes. If you got a lot of value, just let me know in the comments if you need any questions answered, anything. I am experienced. I may not be rich and making a ton of money off this, but I do know what I'm doing, and I just need more time, and everybody needs more time, right? But I'm not going to come up with excuses right now. I'm just going to, and this is another reason why I wanted to film this, is because I'm actually filming this so I can build a store and actually give value. I plan on doing a lot of tutorials and maybe a little bit of vlogging. If I can reach anybody and help anybody, then that would be great. That's what I want to do for everybody, and I want to help myself also. So this is actually giving me motivation to continue.
One pair of pants later.
If you want to see more uploads, make sure you subscribe to this video. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.